What if I told you that your dog has been waiting their entire life for you to do one specific thing, and by trying to be a good owner, you are actually doing the exact opposite every single day? Most of us believe that love is a language of more. More treats, more hugs, more good boys, more toys. We pour our human version of affection onto them, thinking we are filling their cup. But while you're busy being a provider, your dog is quietly mourning a connection you haven't realized is missing. This isn't about the walks you miss or the kibble you buy. It's about a silent betrayal that happens in the mundane moments. The moments where you think your dog is just resting, but they are actually stuck in a state of sensory poverty. Welcome to the anatomy of the canine soul. Today, we aren't talking about training. We are talking about the biological audit your dog performs on you every second, and the one golden shift in your behavior that they have been craving since the moment they opened their eyes in your home. If you don't change this, your dog will still love you. Dogs are incapable of anything else, but they will live their whole life as a guest in your world, rather than a partner in their own. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we're going to dismantle everything you thought you knew about making a dog happy. We're going to start with the most dangerous myth in pet ownership, the lie of the human hug. We have been raised on a lie. From children's books to Hollywood movies, we are taught that the ultimate expression of love is a tight chest-to-chest embrace. We see our dog's big, soulful eyes, and our first instinct is to wrap our arms around their neck and squeeze. To us, this is the hug. To your dog, this is a predatory lock. In the human world, a hug is a release of oxytocin. In the canine world, wrapping your limbs around a neck is the final step of a hunt. When you squeeze your dog, you aren't loving them in a way they understand. You are accidentally triggering a biological dissonance. You are a source of safety behaving like a source of threat. Watch your dog next time you do this. Do they lick their lips? Do they turn their head away? Do they yawn? We call these cute quirks. Science calls them displacement behaviors. They are the canine equivalent of a scream. Your dog is literally trying to quote-unquote de-escalate the person they love most. This is the first layer of the betrayal. We demand they receive love in our language while completely ignoring the dialect they've been speaking since birth. Your dog has spent their whole life waiting for you to realize that for them, proximity is not the same as intimacy. The dog doesn't want you to capture them with your arms. They are waiting for the moment you understand the power of the parallel space. In the wild, the highest form of trust isn't a hug. It's the ability to sit back to back, looking at the world together without a single touch. It is the silence of two souls who don't need to grasp each other to feel secure. When you stop taking affection and start offering presence, you stop being a loud, confusing giant and finally become the safe anchor they have been searching for in the fog of their own instincts. But why are they so obsessed with the air around you? Why do they follow you into rooms where nothing is happening? To understand that, we have to look at the map of ghosts they are tracking every time you leave the room. If you want to understand the betrayal your dog feels most deeply, you have to realize that you are living in two different dimensions. You live in a world of sight. Your dog lives in a world of time, written in scent. To you, a fire hydrant is just a piece of utility. To your dog, it is a living history book. It tells them who was there an hour ago, how healthy they were, if they were stressed, and which way the wind is moving the future. When your dog puts their nose to the ground, they aren't just smelling, they are downloading reality. But here is where the silent betrayal happens. We take our dogs for walks, for us. We have a destination. We have a fitness goal. We have a schedule. And so, when your dog stops to sniff a patch of grass for 30 seconds, what do? You tug the leash. You say, "Come on, let's go." You pull them away from the very thing that makes them feel alive. Imagine you are reading the most important letter of your life, a message from a long-lost friend. And every time you get to the middle of a sentence, a giant hand reaches down and flips the page. That is what a power walk feels like to a dog. It is a sensory robbery. By forcing them to walk at your pace, looking at the pavement you find so familiar, you are starving their brain. A dog that isn't allowed to sniff is like a human forced to live in a dark room with earmuffs on. This is why your dog is bored even after a 3-mile run. They don't need more miles, they need more information. Your dog has been waiting their whole life for one specific walk. Not a walk where they follow your heels, but a Sniffari, a walk where they are the captain and you are just the anchor. They are waiting for the moment you stop looking at your watch and start looking at their tail. When that tail slows down and the nose goes deep, they are in a state of flow. When you finally allow them to finish that sentence on the grass, you aren't just letting them sniff. You are telling them, "I see your world. I respect your mind." But there is a reason they are so desperate to gather this information. It's because they are preparing for the hardest part of their day, the moment the anchor disappears and the house becomes a tomb of silence. The door clicks shut, and for you, the day begins. But for the creature left behind, the walls of your home don't just enclose a space, they create a sensory void. Most owners tell themselves a comforting story. They'll just sleep until I get back. We see the footage of them lying by the door and call it waiting. But your dog isn't just waiting, they are mourning the sudden disappearance of their biological regulator. To a dog, your presence is the white noise that keeps their nervous system stable. When you vanish, the silence isn't peaceful, it's heavy. It's a vacuum. And in that vacuum, your dog enters a state of hyper-vigilant stagnation. Their ears become satellite dishes, tracking the ghost of your car engine 3 blocks away. Their heart rate doesn't drop into a nap rhythm, it stays in the jagged state of ready. And then the destructiveness happens. You come home to a shredded shoe or a scratched door frame, and you feel a flash of betrayal. You think, how could they do this after everything I give them? But look at the biology. Your dog isn't getting even. They are performing chemical archaeology. Your scent is their only hit of dopamine in a gray world. When they chew your slipper, they aren't destroying a shoe, they are extracting you. They are tearing into the leather and fabric to release the microscopic scent molecules of your skin, trying to create a chemical shield against the rising tide of cortisol in their blood. They are literally trying to wear your scent to keep their heart from breaking. The betrayal here is our lack of empathy for their clock. To us, 8 hours is a workday. To a dog whose life is 7 times shorter and whose every joy is tethered to a single person, 8 hours is an infinity of absence. They've been waiting their whole life for you to understand that they don't want a bigger yard or a more expensive bed. They want a bridge. They are waiting for the day you stop seeing a naughty dog and start seeing a soul that is so desperate for your presence, they will swallow the scent of your feet just to feel like you're still in the room. But as hard as it is for them to be alone, there is something even more painful. The moments when you are there, but your mind is 1,000 miles away. We live in an age of technological distraction, and your dog is the primary victim of it. There is a specific kind of loneliness that only a dog knows, the loneliness of being in the same room as the person you love, while that person is completely invisible to you. You are sitting on the sofa, your hand is resting on your dog's head, but your eyes are locked onto a glowing screen. To you, you are relaxing with your dog. To your dog, you have become a digital ghost. Your dog has spent their whole life waiting for something more valuable than gold, the unbroken gaze. In the canine world, eye contact isn't just a way to see, it's a way to tether. When a dog looks at you, they aren't just checking if you're still there. They are initiating a neural sync. Science shows that when a dog and an owner look into each other's eyes, both experience a massive surge in oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It is a silent chemical conversation. But when you are physically present but mentally absent, scrolling, typing, drifting, the tether breaks. Your dog feels the static in the connection. They nudge your hand, they drop a toy at your feet, they let out that soft, huffing sigh. We call it attention seeking. We treat it like a nuisance, but in reality it is a survival check. They are asking, are you still behind those eyes? Are you still my safe anchor, or have I lost you to the glowing box? The betrayal isn't that you're busy. The betrayal is the frequency of interruption. We ask our dogs to be calm and patient, yet we constantly interrupt their peace with our phones, our pings, and our restless energy. Your dog is waiting for the moment you put the world away. They are waiting for the 5-minute union, a moment where there is no phone, no TV, and no to-do list. Just a quiet floor, a steady hand, and a gaze that says, I see you, not as a pet, not as a responsibility, but as a soul. When you finally give them that undivided presence, you aren't just petting them. You are feeding a hunger that 1,000 treats can't satisfy. You are proving to them that they aren't just living beside you, they are living with you. But there is one final step, one last secret language that bridges the gap between our two species. And it's the only thing that can truly erase the fear of the end. We often speak about owning a dog, but if you look closely at the years passing by, you'll realize the opposite is true. You don't own them, you are the curator of their entire existence. A dog's life is, by our standards, tragically short. But in their eyes, it is a vast, epic journey where every single peak and every single valley is defined by your face. They have spent their whole life, from the first awkward pounce of puppyhood to the slow, graying dignity of their senior years, waiting for one final thing. Not for you to be perfect, not for you to be a leader. They've been waiting for you to witness them. They are waiting for you to realize that when they lean their weight against your leg, they aren't just seeking physical support. They are stamping their presence into your memory. They are saying, remember this. Remember the warmth of my fur, the rhythm of my breath, and the way I looked at you when no one else was watching. The ultimate betrayal isn't a lack of walks or a missed treat. The ultimate betrayal is absence of heart. It is letting their 12 or 15 years slip through your fingers like sand, treating them as a background character in your story, while you are the absolute protagonist of theirs. But here is the golden shift. It is never too late to start. The moment you put down the phone, the moment you stop pulling the leash, the moment you sit on the floor and let them just be, the clock stops. In that moment of pure, undistracted presence, you give them the forever they've been searching for. You become the person they've been dreaming of since the day they met you. Your dog doesn't fear death. They only fear invisibility. They fear the moment they are no longer seen by the center of their universe. So tonight, look at them. Not as a pet, not as a Velcro dog, but as a soul that chose you to be their God, their guardian, and their best friend. Speak to them, not because they understand your words, but because they understand the frequency of inclusion. Tell them they've done a good job. Tell them you see them, because one day, the click-clack of paws on the floor will fall silent. And in that silence, you won't remember the expensive toys or the clean carpets. You will only remember the moments when you finally stopped being a human owner and became a human being. Don't make them wait any longer. The life they've been waiting for is happening right now. It's in the way they're looking at you this very second. Meet them there.